You ready? Once upon a time in the land of Minecraft, there was a young man named Lumpy. His last name was Pear. Well, Lumpy Pear all of a sudden appeared in the middle of a giant forest. He looked around, and all he could see was trees, trees, trees. All he had on was a shirt and pants. He had some shoes on too, but he didn't have a phone. He didn't have a pocket knife. He didn't have a wallet.
Did he have food?
He didn't even have food. He had nothing. And he looked up in the sky, and he saw that the sun was right above him. It was the middle of the day.
Could he fly?
No, he couldn't fly. He was just a dude. And so then he decided he better find something to eat, because he knew he'd be getting really hungry soon.
Daddy, I could cut down a tree or something and look in some branches for an apple.
Yeah, well, that's what he did. He looked up in the trees and he broke some branches looking for some fruit, and there was no fruit in the trees. So he had some pieces of wood. And he took the wood and he made a cheap little axe out of the wood. And he started walking. He wanted to see where he was. So he climbed up this big hill. It was pretty big. He got to the top, and guess what he saw? More trees. Oh, okay, I'm in the forest. So he went down the hill on the other side and back up the next hill. And he looked, and guess what he saw?
More trees.
More trees. So he said, okay, I'll walk to the next hill. So he walked down. And he was starting to get really hungry. And then he walked back up. And guess what he saw?
Trees.
Sand. And in the middle of the sand, he saw blue. It was water. And he thought, there's water. I can at least go get a drink, because he was getting thirsty. So he went down to the water and he started drinking. And he looked up and he saw that the sun was not right above his head anymore. It wasn't going down yet, but he could tell that it was going to go down soon. And he looked around and he said, I better make myself a shelter. So he looked around and he said, I got a stick. And he said, I know, I'll turn this little axe that I made into a shovel. So he started shoveling. And he built himself a sand castle. Except he didn't have anything for a door. And so he decided, I'm just going to plug the door with more sand. And by this time, the sun started going down. Down, down, down. And it was getting dark. And so he went inside, and it was just big enough that he could lay down. But he got some sticks for the roof, because he knew that if he didn't have a roof, it might rain on him, or maybe spiders would get in. So he made a roof out of some wood, because he couldn't stack the sand, but he could make walls out of sand. Anyway, so he fills up the hole of the door with sand and lays in the total dark. And it was quiet. And he thought, Guy like this. Guy like me could sleep in a place like this. And so he was laying there, kind of going to sleep. And he was just, no, it's fine. And then it just started, he just started falling asleep. And then all of a sudden he heard a noise. Like a little weird growly sound. Oh no. But then he thought, wait a minute. They don't know that I'm in here. And they can't get in anyway, so I'm safe. And then he just started hearing all weird sounds during the night. And he started to get sad because he was like, oh, dang it. It's so dark in here, I can't even see my hand in front of my face. When is it going to be daytime? And he would fall asleep and he'd wake up and he'd fall asleep and he'd wake up. And he kept wondering, is it daytime or not? And then he thought, I don't hear any noises. I haven't heard any noises for a long time. So he decided, I'm going to dig out just one spot on the door and peek through and see if it's still nighttime. And by this time, he was really, really hungry. And so he pushed the sand out. And guess what he saw? Not only was it daytime, but the sun was about to go down again. Oh my gosh, I slept in here all night and almost all day. That was crazy. No wonder he was so hungry. So he took his stick, shovel, axe thing that he made, and he ran back into the forest and started hitting as many trees as he could, bashing all the leaves, and then all of a sudden, 3 apples fell out. Oh, he ate 2 of them as fast as he could, and he said, I better hang on to this one. And then he made a little table out of some sticks that he got from the trees that he knocked down all the branches from. And he said, I need to make a door. So he made a door out of wood with little windows on it so he could see outside. He ran back down because, remember, the sun was about to go down. And he stuck his door on, and by this time he was so tired because he was running around trying to find apples. But he thought, I've got some sticks still. I've got my little table I've made. I put my door on. And I'm just going to start digging around. So he started digging where he slept that night. Well, he's got walls. And so he started digging down. And just under about 2 pieces of sand, he found something amazing. It was coal. So he broke the coal all up. He took one of his sticks and he put the coal on top and scraped it against a rock, and it sparked and lit up. Oh, I have a window on my door so I can see if it's dark outside. And now I have a torch. So that night, he made a little pillow out of sand and rested his sleepy head. And every once in a while, he would peek his eye open, and just peek right through the window on the door to see if the sun came up. And he fell right to sleep and had sweet dreams. The end. Thanks for listening. If you want more videos like this, click subscribe, and I love to hear back what you think about these stories. So leave a comment in the section below, and there's more to come.